I lost my mom and dad between 2000 and 2003. I didn't know, to be honest. I don't want to lie to you and say, hey, I grew up, I wanted to be a doctor and what. I didn't know because there was no career expo school. Did master tech, they call it, some of them specializing or, being a professor in the field or something like that. You must listen when they speak to you. Scams, some of them, to be honest. I know people can be desperate. And if they say they offer a job, you just want to take it. You don't even want to verify. I'll direct people over my phone. I know everything basically. I'm Phongolo, and I'm working in England now. It's only expensive that side. Yeah. But if you come this side, then all of a sudden things look a little bit cheap.
Relief, yeah. Welcome to our beautiful podcast. Thank you so much for your support. This podcast, we mainly focus on business and corporate. Yeah. So today I'm very much excited to be having one of my friends. I'm still waiting to attend a white wedding. But nonetheless, someone that... yeah. So yeah, he's just he's a young man. I've seen him grow. I'm still young too, but I think it's one of those things where you grow together. You know where a person comes from. But I will not say it to you. I think it's always best if you hear it from the owner, because it's always best to hear from him. His name is Sandile Shabangu, and he's joining us. He just landed coming from the UK. So I thought we must have a conversation before he goes back, because I know this guy's going to come back in maybe next year.
Yeah, I only have this time this week.
Yeah.
My schedule is very busy.
Yeah. In Shabangu.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome.
Pakania.
Yes, Pakania.
No worry. We are wearing this because tomorrow we are taking MTN8.
Yes.
As the
So meaning that by the time you watch this podcast, Orlando Pirates would have already won.
Yes.
MTN8 for the third time.
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, in a row.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Pirate 3, Stellenbosch 1.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, just greet the people. The viewers at home, just give us a brief background who you are. Yeah.
Sanibona lapha emakhaya uSandile Shabangu umpela uhlaje ncochana waqoma kwanje ufuna ungila mhlaba.
Musho.
Angisazazi ezinye
because you're based in the UK.
Yeah, sengihlala phesheya. Ngiphesheya kwelwandle manje. So isizulu samba singiphelele, but otherwise ngisasomzulu impela nje from Phongolo. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And then, Phongolo, and I'm working in England now. I came to Bank long time ago. Went to school here, college, and then I went to stay in Esprit for a few years, I think 4 years.
Okay.
And then I came back to Bank again for a few years, and then I left. So far, I'm going for almost second year now, overseas. So that's basically me. Otherwise, I'm not a complicated guy. Very simple guy, easygoing.
So I know that you're both in business and based on corporate, and this podcast mainly focus on business or corporate. So corporate could be your profession.
Yes.
So you're a young professional, and we have a lot of young people who are already abroad in the UK. Yes. So let's start. Where did your career start before we? In UK.
Trying to sum it up, because I'm a man of many talents. I did a lot of things in my life. I was taking some of the things I used to do back in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I started a podcast, but just to go land Lisa with my life, quick.
Yeah.
As I said before, good thing as a KZN, KwaZulu Natal, and then. Obviously, I didn't know what I wanted to be, to be honest.
umZulu yellow born.
Yeah.
Shaka
Manje.
Zulu kwaphela akhona.
Usuthi umuntu enjani empofu mbulaleni. Yeah, so fortunately my mom was yellow and my father was like light skin, but my mom was the yellow one, so I took complexion ya mama. So yeah. So yeah, I grew up KZN, and then unfortunately I lost my mom and dad between 2000 and 2003. So my dad first, and then my mom followed. So, and then I went to stay with my aunt.
How old were you at that time?
Without revealing my age, because I know that people think I'm like 16 years old. Hey. No, I think I was like 2000. I was like 10, 11, 12, somewhere there. I can't remember per se, like on top of my head. So I was just a teenager. I was entering my teen years, so adolescent stage.
Yeah.
All I remember was doing grade 5.
Okay.
And then between grade 5, grade 7, and grade 6, that's where I lost my parents in between those years. So I stayed with my grandfather for a few months, and then my aunt came and took me along because she was staying with my sister at the time. It was just a whole lot of a mess, moving around, trying to see, hey, kids are alone now there, so somebody must fetch, relatives and them.
If
So
someone feels like now you're being abused from this side. Now,
yes, everybody now wants to have a say, and thank God for Mama Ukuku. She played a big role in terms of getting me in order, because it was nice and free. Like it's just my grandfather, and then it's just kids. So because there's no order, there's no like 6 o'clock must be home or something like that. So luckily I agreed, let me just go stay with her. I just listened. Like I don't know why I wasn't rebellious. And then from there, then that's why I stayed with her. I think I was doing grade 8 until grade 12.
Okay.
So ngihlala naye. And then
at that time you're still at Phongolo.
Yes, so I'm still in Phongolo in a different area. So maybe one day I will tell you in detail which area and whatnot. But there's a couple of areas I moved around. And then from there, fast forward, 2 of my brothers were already this side because they were older than me. At the time they had finished matric when my mom died or passed away or something like that.
Yeah.
So I just followed them. I didn't know, to be honest. I don't want to lie to you and say, hey, I grew up, I wanted to be a doctor and what. I didn't know because there was no career expo school like in J. It was like, hey guys, what I remember was teachers telling us, guys, university. What's happening in university? Luckily, there was a show about I don't know, university something back 2005 and 2004. They used to go around universities on SAPC one. I remember that show. I forgot the name. It was Beijing Gonje, varsity something, whatever. So I used to be fascinated by that, looking at vets, University of Johannesburg.
So basically that show also contributed in your life.
Yes.
You actually desire to go to university.
Yes.
So it was in a way that exposes you.
Yes. So I saw the life. I'm like, people live like they're free, buy school and uniform. So I was like, okay, this is how it is. Okay. It was nice. It was a nice show, honestly, on SAPC one. So whoever cut that show, honestly, guys, we need to bring those shows, like educational shows, because they have people like us, where our teachers were...
Especially on SAPC 1, most people don't have DSTV and stuff like that. So if most people are relying on watching SAPC 1, 2 and stuff, okay?
Yeah, so teachers were active in terms of teaching us, but not in terms of career path, which is what you should do. So I was just fascinated by them. Like, one day I want to see myself in university. Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You came to Witbank.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I came to Witbank. Before I came, I think I must highlight this. Ukulele Makaya is nice and fun, but sometimes what I've noticed it kind of limits you. Let's be honest, because you are not exposed to what's happening out there. Talking from experience, I used to think, when I finish school, perhaps I'm gonna own a few dogs. Go your hunter. No, those are things, because I literally live that life.
It's exposure.
Yes. Yeah. So exposure, I found it one day. I happened to go to this place called P3 for a youth conference. It was a youth thing, Kabandabasha. And then I checked, man, I was like, tarot, robots, electricity everywhere, street lights. I'm like, oh, there's this life country here.
There's no opportunity for three thoughts, man.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you don't have to go and hunt for Bonoko. So so I think that moment
plays a
that moment
big role.
yes made me realize, okay, if I finish matric, I cannot afford to stay here.
Okay.
Then I was like, okay, let me follow my brothers. I came to Witbank, and then of course I went to Kangala College. I ngafunda electrical engineering.
Okay.
Because it was a thing. Like,
you
okay, what do you want to do? It's mechanical, civil, electrical, whatever. HR, you know.
Office, business.
Yes. So,
Especially in Witbank, those
yes.
the courses. Those are the courses.
Yes, yeah, those admin. So I'm a hands-on guy. So I was like, nah, let me just do electrical engineering because it sounds fancy and I think I like working with wires. And then
at the time, ESCOM was still the thing. You wanted to be an ESCOM.
Let me tell you, La Witbank, it was just not ESCOM. It was Exaro, Extrata, a BHP, Anglo-American, and then Optimum Coal, High-Fed Steel,
yes.
Columbus. I'm telling you, Gucci, those, South 30, now it's pretending it's BHP. It was South 30,
BHP, yes, BHP. Yeah.
I can tell you now for free, Gucci, that time Witbank was a force in the whole country. It was a force.
Everyone wanted to be in Witbank.
Yes. Because when I first came here, I think 2007, there was Amachiti at the time, for, I think, I don't know what you call 5 but I remember during 2007, 2008, and 2009, around that era. Man, one guy was driving R32, called 5, I'll never forget that day. And I was like, wow. And the guys were working with PHP. One guy, we got Nakone PHP, always changing cars. Some of the students, because it was easy at the time, economy. Fund N3, N4, they are no longer there because they got apprenticeship, MIE or whatever, and then they come back driving cars while they are doing apprenticeship. At that time, I'm doing N4. I'm like, hey, I'm left behind. And I'll never forget this friend of mine, this lady. Must fund N4 song, and then Masiak N5, she was not in the class during the day.
Okay. And
then she would come on evening classes at Google Shuttle Pale PHP team. English would and then anyway, that was the period. It was nice though, where we knew which every Thursday we'll buy Witbank News. We go back and we apply. It was practical until economy hit politically. And then I finished 2010, I think. I stayed for a year without a job or without any apprenticeship. And then fortunately, I got an apprenticeship eventually with this company. I'm not going to mention which company.
They don't pay you to...
Yeah, no. I'm not going to advertise them. That's why I'm wearing this. This and that, I don't mind advertising them. They are a club. It was this Brian... It was this Brian, the guy who was in Belly sometimes. Brian Baloy. He said it with there's only 2 clubs in PSL in South Africa. It's Orlando Pirates and the Kaizer Chiefs. The rest are teams. Yeah, so and then went to Nespresso to do my apprenticeship. So I did apprenticeship under mechanical engineering. So I did electrical. I told them I'm doing electrical. I don't have experience. I'm a mechanic and whatnot. They said, no, there's auto elec where you can do both mechanic and electrical.
Is it still happening?
Nah, they disconnect that kind of program. Now they just do mechanical. They're trying to teach everybody to do everything. So I was like, yeah, no, sure, I can drain oils and still repair wires. So because I was like desperate, man. Look, I don't have parents. And I can't keep on relying on my relatives. So
like before we get there, for you, so we do it for a young person, also a Phongolo currently. For you to admitted at maybe a Technicon, or now they call them TVET colleges. For you to admitted there, which subject must you do?
Back in the days, we were doing OBE without telling my age. OBE. OBE had, I don't know now, I did physical science, mathematics, technical drawing, English, computer, isiZulu, and...
so you guys were doing isiZulu Phongolo?
Yeah.
Or computer?
Yeah, computer.
Phongolo.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
At least, man.
ASDF. JKL, something like that. Those are the things. They gave us papers with a keyboard.
With
you press
keyboard,
them.
papers.
Yes.
There were no actual keyboards.
Yes, it was a paper with a keyboard, so you have to press it. That's how I got used to using MacBook.
Oh.
Yes, ngayifunda lapha. So without saying anything, I passed DMATs, distinction, I passed over 80%.
Oh, okay.
Computer, I pass, I think, 80 as well. And then Sizulu, somehow I pass B, I think 70. And then physics,
So basically, you must go with the stream of
yes,
maths and science.
Yes,
for you to
maths and science. Not in those amount, but maths lead.
Yeah, but it's very important for other subjects.
No.
But for your industry, obviously.
Yeah, you need
For
maths and
industry,
science.
you need maths and science. Yeah.
Yes. So, and then I went to Nelspruit. I stayed there. I love Nelspruit. Even today, I'm still, after how many years I left Nelspruit? Like 10 years. I'm still thinking about it like yesterday.
Okay.
Nelspruit people, you are top.
Yeah,
The
so
the Swatis, good people.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So like now in a spray, then you're doing the
Apprenticeship, I did it it was a 4-year course, but I did it for 18 months.
Okay.
Because I was that smart. That's how they're like, we're wasting this guy's time.
Yeah, let's just qualify you.
Yeah, I mean, from electrical engineering, I did everything. What you must show me, spanner, do this, do that, and I'll fix wires, there and there, because I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But it's so, even paper-wise, Maso Palama test at Joburg, because we used to go to Joburg. Abo Taban Mjwara, Abo Lee, Andrew, and them. There's a lot of guys. Even today, some of them are in New Zealand now, some are in Sweden. Yeah, that group of mine, they are everywhere in the world.
Okay.
Hence, I'm also not here. So, I passed my trade test 2013, and then I started working as a diesel technician.
Okay.
Yes. And then I worked 2013 in the Sprite until 2014. I just worked for a year after I qualified. Then I came to Middelburg. I worked there until 2023.
So still, but you're still with the same company.
Yes.
Okay.
And then fast forward there, because I'm working and I'm good at my job. Then obviously it's a big company. They push you if you are good.
Okay.
Yeah, I did Master Tech. They call it, some of them specializing or, being a professor in the field or something like that. But in simple terms, it's just a Master Tech.
Okay.
And then I did that. They chose me out of everybody in the region. We were 9 in the whole of Southern Africa.
Okay.
Must come in Southern Africa, somewhere up there, somewhere in Africa, all the way to South Africa. 9 of us.
Yeah.
So I was competing with a lot of brilliant minds. And then eventually, of course, I passed as well. I became a Master Tech. Then there is like full-time dealing with complex issues.
Okay.
And then,
So basically, when you go to day 8 at work, roughly, what is it that you actually exactly do?
so what we do...
Remember, there were times where some guys will call you.
Yeah. When you used to stay 2017.
Yeah, because some guys will be stuck on the road. Like, tell me, how does it sound like?
Yeah,
Like, oh, okay, you can just go there, press there, here and there. So what is it that you do? Like, now you're a Master
that was
Tech.
my life.
Are you still involved in that hard work thing, or what exactly are you doing now?
So what I used to do, what we do, a truck, we work with trucks. So a truck comes in, it's a service like any car. Anybody who's driving a car, they know they have to go take their cars for service. So I'll be that guy to service. But now we're doing on trucks. And then we do breakdowns because these things, they break down.
So basically, when you deal with diagnosis,
yes.
then other guys deal with them.
Yeah. And then now I was doing that as well, but became a Master Tech. And then I would still do it because there's no much complex issues. But if there's complex issues, then I'll have to leave everything and focus on that one thing. What I'll do, come in, probably, let's say I'm doing a service or I'm doing breakdowns. And then if there's a complication on electrical, because trucks, they've got a lot of electronics. So I'll be the guy to go to. Like, hey man, like you remember, I'll get calls. I'll direct people over my phone. I know everything basically. That's just how I can put it. So I will just ask you, what is it the truck doing?
Okay.
What is the computer saying? Send me the fault and I'll read. Maybe you find that it's got like different fault codes and that I'll able to pick the one that is actually the problem because the others are just symptoms.
Okay.
So I'll tell them, no, fix that, do that, get that part, get that ECU, put it there, program it, and then they call me back like, man, they're laughing and happy. I'm like, hey, it's fine, go sleep now.
So what's the most challenging thing in your industry or in your
job? In my industry, what's challenging the most is a very physical job.
Okay.
It's a physical job and heavy, physical heavy, and you have a lot of driving involved.
Okay.
Because some days I will drive over 200 kilometers. They say from Wheatbank, I have to go to Marble Hall. Come from Marble Hall, go to Lothe, of which...
To attend the breakdown.
Yes, another breakdown. And then sometimes you go as far as close to Swaziland. So sometimes go back straight to Phongolo.
To attend to a track that
Yes.
is standing there.
Yes.
Yeah, because the driver doesn't know. He's not a
So,
mechanic.
Exactly. So the tricky part is you have to do a driver interview. They call it a driver interview, like this other one where the driver says, it's complaining, it's got electrical problem. It's saying on the cluster electrical problem. So if you know, you tell the driver, ask the driver, listen, switch on the lights. Which lights are working? Are the front lights or rear lights? He says, no, the front light stays on bright. One is not working. If you indicate it doesn't work. So I already know it's the front ECU. So I just take it with and go there. Change it, it works, the truck goes. But if you don't know, you'll take care of everything, go there and still get it wrong. You have to drive back, fetch parts, go back. So it goes with knowledge as well and experience. Okay. So I did that. That's challenging.
Okay, so like basically from industry, you deal with the mechanical things, like your service and just make the service. You don't build.
We don't build, but we are a brand that builds trucks from scratch.
Do you want to go to build one day building?
I think
enjoy it on the space.
Yeah, I think I can. I'd want to go as far as that, where I have powers to say what must happen on a particular track. Because I used to be fascinated by, there's this show used to play Mega on TSTV back in the days. They call it Mega Machines or Big Factories, something like that, where they'll go behind building a Lamborghini.
Oh, okay.
So where you just watch how it started, from the frame to the engine to the whole drive line, the interior, dashboard, electronics, which one communicates with what, and then horsepower, how they put power in the engine to make sure this engine is 700 Newton meter or whatever, no 700 horsepower. Kilowatts.
And what's fun with your job? Like now you spoke about the challenging part, the work and stuff.
What's fun is solving problems.
Okay.
Yeah, it's solving problems, relating with drivers, making customers happy.
Yeah.
Getting the job done.
Okay.
Just getting things done first time. When you do a job one time,
then you get it right.
Done. Get it right. Especially complex ones. I love them. Because once you get it right, you feel like, for a moment, I've arrived. Okay. Yeah.
Now, so we've got a background on what you do. Now let's talk about your journey to overseas.
Yeah.
How did it come about? What is it that was required? Also, before we also speak about, is it advisable for young people to take that route? Because most of us, do we really want to go? Are we really comfortable here? What's happening? But let's talk about your journey, you going there.
First thing, South Africans don't want to leave South Africa. Guys. South Africans, they love
it's a land of milk and honey.
Hey.
We don't have skinny cows here.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay, my journey started from me becoming Master Tech. From Master Tech, I became a supervisor. Like I was completely off the floor in the office. Now I'm literally calling the shots. Literally everybody now. Obviously, I had the phone all the time, 24/7. Rings non-stop.
Like people want to account.
Yeah, but I enjoy that because it was just like, I love solving problems, Call me. Some of them, I will tell them, go to this breakdown. I'll tell them the instruction, tell them, don't call me. Do what I said, you become all right.
Yeah.
Don't bother me.
Yeah, I'm sleeping now.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. You see now, it's 12 o'clock midnight. You go there, you take this part and you do 1, 2, and 3. Do you understand it? Yeah. Because those are my boys. Like, then don't bother me, and they will laugh. Like, dude, please don't call me. And then you wake up in the morning, the guy is home sleeping. It's like, hey, man, it's done. So I enjoyed that. So, and then there, because I had a LinkedIn, of course, LinkedIn people, it's important for young people to have LinkedIn profiles.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are young, please take your life serious. TikTok and them say,
you have TikTok, Instagram.
Go to LinkedIn. And I once said this thing on Facebook. I know it's more like a joke and sometimes it can come off as like I'm being weird. People, they must just try and be a little bit careful posting recent graduations, because for us who are in this, we have been in the field for long. Companies don't look for new people. They're looking for people
With experience.
have experience. So if you post that you graduated yesterday, companies will just say, okay, cool. Especially overseas, they were like, hey, we just want people with experience. So if
we'll post like third belt, fourth belt. I mean, like if I
oh yeah, it's a photo. Yeah, no, I'm just
if
saying.
I post my fourth belt, I mean,
Yeah,
it's like I've been.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if it's your first belt,
Yeah.
try so that you know what you need. You need to put your foot in.
Yeah.
So where people will be like, okay, we see your profile, and then just that conversation, because you can convince people, even if you literally fresh from university. But if I see your profile, I must just say, okay, I just want to talk to you. If I talk to you, I can pick up, because that's how I got the job as well. I was like, I was honest. I don't know anything about this field, but I'm a fast learner, and yeah, I can do it. You know, the confidence, because I needed just to talk first, to talk to the person recruiting.
Okay.
You see, so
It's the same company.
yeah.
Or it's just like, no, this device different.
Yeah, no, it was just the same. I'm talking about back in the days when I was still a light as well.
Oh.
I had just that confidence. I had no experience. They were like, so have you had experience to do? And I was like, listen, dude, I don't have experience, but I can tell you now, like, if you give me a chance, you won't regret it. And the guy could see, like, I was serious on my face, like, because I was like, dude,
You're selling yourself.
I've got no other option here. So yeah, you must really put your profile nicely, but just, I don't know, post your pictures, but guys, try to, because the companies, they check, they want experience. Because with me overseas, they checked, because I did put in, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. And then the guys who are recruiting for overseas, because we don't just go there, there's agents.
Okay.
Yeah, agents, those people who work with immigrations and home affairs.
Okay.
So it's those people that are authorized by the governments of the countries to recruit. They're authorized. Don't fall for scams, please. So they reached out to me.
So how do you identify between an agency that is a scam and the proper one? Because like
I was speaking to one guy just now, because he was like, he wants to go this way. So he wanted my help. So I was there at Wimpy just now talking to him. No, this one is easy. First of all, they will talk to you. And then if they have a website, you go there, you put in the website. On a website, there's a log sometimes. Not sometimes, always. If it's genuine, you know, there's a log on the link. Okay. If you go and say www.sense.com.
A log, man. It's log.
Yeah, a log.
Oh, it's log. It's secured.
It's a secured website.
Secured website.
And then you go through that website, check, read the reviews, and then when you talk to them, look what kind of speech, you know. But the first thing is just a link on its own. It's
because like
important.
Yeah, because like one, like you say, like most South Africans don't want to leave South Africa. But one of the contributing factors would be the stories that we hear. Yes, we have a number of people who are in overseas, your UK, your Singapore, China. I know a couple of people, one of the ladies who's a teacher in Singapore, you know. But then when you come back, also hear the stories like, no, I was kidnapped, I was trafficked through this thing. Now I had to, like always we have my co-fund for people to come back to South Africa because they were scammed.
Yeah.
So hence that's why I'm asking you to say, how do we then identify or differentiate between this one could be a scam and this one could be authentic?
Yes.
Because also no parent will just be excited just to let go of the Tanaki to say, yo, now you can go.
Yeah, it's as I said, make sure when somebody says, I'm Sense Agency, I want to take you to Croatia. Like this lady was in Croatia.
Yeah, because they inbox us, these people.
Yes.
Through like emails and stuff.
That's how they do it. Before you leave, as I said, Google them and check. So you do you verify through the website, and also guys, you must listen when they speak to you. Scams, some of them, to be honest, I know people can be desperate, and if they say they offer a job, you just want to take it. You don't even want to verify.
You must not listen from a desperate.
Yes, just listen when they speak to you. First thing, what kind of requirement they want.
Okay.
Some of them, they will do a giveaway. Like they will just somehow want money up front. You know,
it's a scam already.
It's a scam. I had one. I was in the UK. Someone says, hey, there's this one who's recruiting, but they want 10,000 for admission, what. I said straight, listen, these TikTok adverts, some of them are scams. It's not all of them are genuine. Some of them, yes, they are genuine, but that particular one, I was like, nah, it's scam. Stay away from it. I just, saying I asked, I became that good with it. But guys, don't forget to Google. And then another guy got a job from one of these companies, I'm a cruise ship.
Okay.
And then the brother, luckily I know the brother in South Africa, texted me like, hey man, my brother just got a job and he says this and this. I said, okay, which company? He told me the company. I went to the website. Man,
verification.
even the website is high. It's taking time to load, Everything is just struggle to get. And then the money was too good to be true. Yeah, it was just a lot of money, the salary. It's like they bombard you with a lot of information. Contract. Manje, the contract, benefits. You won't time and out. It's like I was like, okay, if these are the benefits for an employee, what about the CEO of the company then? Because this looks like it's some premium.
It's too good to be true.
Too good to be true. And then eventually, of course, we found out there was a scam. So yeah, some of us reach out to us, guys. If you need help, we will tell you. I mean, I know the genuine ones. I have a few agents already. I know they are on my contacts that I know that I use.
Okay, so
people who want to go overseas.
Young people who want to go to overseas, they must contact.
Yes, I charge a fee.
Yeah, but anyway, you're gonna wait. You use your own resources. I mean, like Pori says that,
Yes.
Yeah, as long as if you're going to use a laptop to get them a job, they must at least give you every month.
I have a friend who's in Manchester now in England. He keeps on telling me like, man, I owe you. I'm gonna give you money. Don't worry. I'm coming. Yes, Manchester. When I come back, I'm driving to Manchester. I'm coming.
Get your stuff.
Yeah. Because I have the dude. So reach out. £100 per £100 per consultation.
Okay, now let's
That's
talk
like
about let's talk about your life now in the UK. What's different? What's different with South Africa?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Before, because I know people will ask, now, how did you get there? Okay, I they reached out to me on LinkedIn because these are agents who are looking for people.
Yeah.
They need to get paid, so they have to work and check. So they are looking for skills from Africa. Particularly South Africa, because they know that there's a lot of smart people there like us. So they reach out to me, of course. There's a message, hi, I'm so and so from this company. Would you be interested? They're not telling you there's an offer. They would be interested to look outside, abroad. But there's currently vacancies in the UK. I was like, okay, is it the same company? Because I was like, I'm not going to leave my company and go to a different, They said, yeah, it's the same company, but we want to take you abroad now.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, let me just try that. And prior to that, I remember 2018, I think I tried going to New Zealand.
I mean, now it's the same company. Did you have to resign here to get all your benefits and money to start there?
Yes.
You started a new contract there?
Yes, started a new contract.
So it's a new working relationship. Yes. It's not like...
It's not a continuation from this one because I had to.
So I thought they're the same company but different.
Yes. They operate the same, but the way they manage the administration is different.
It's different.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had to literally resign for me to assume a new position. And then, I said to this agent, I'm like, okay, cool. If it's the same company, obviously, I'll pick it up if it's fake.
To resign after so many years. It's a hit also, like in terms of financial, because,
yes,
benefits that you don't get, bonuses and stuff that you don't get
anymore. Man, it was,
but obviously, if you
hard.
go to overseas, obviously you get something.
Yeah, no, it was at first, to be honest, I don't lie, it was a challenge for me to just say, okay.
But the resignation must have been good because I saw you got there immediately before you earned your first salary. We're buying laptops, PS4, cameras, iPhones.
No, when I got there, you know what I did? The British.
Are they giving you in advance when you start?
Yeah. When I go there, they just gave me money because they knew. They were like, "No, you just got here. You're not you haven't got paid.
Yeah.
It's the first month." And
is it advance or is it?
No, it's not. It's money to get in there. They call it signing fee or something like that.
Oh, okay.
They just say
like a soccer player now.
Because they say they just open an account and then I quickly open an account with Revolut and then I gave them the account.
Okay.
Like, before,
so you opened a new account there.
Yeah, that's right. Because it has to be an international. Standard Bank doesn't work that side. Or apps or keep it check.
But you always send us money with Standard Bank.
Yeah, no. If you send abroad, I use Revolut.
Okay.
And they link. Revolut is like an international online bank.
Okay.
it's an online bank. Like you can open it anywhere at any time. Even
Guys,
now.
when I say give us, man, I'm not saying like I ask for it. Yeah, because people will take it. I must clarify that we have stock fail, you know. Yeah, so you have to send money.
Yeah, I have to give you money.
Yeah, because people are like, I will.
They think this is like
Yeah.
$20.
$20. Okay, it's what?
Check it.
Okay, guys.
Don't worry.
This is $1, $20. I had $1.
$20.
Yeah, this is dollars. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, and then there's pounds, but they're not here. They're just
It's just right on your phone.
Yeah, on my phone.
But it's podcast. You can see it. But you're live.
We are live. Yeah, I'll show them.
Are we still live there?
Yeah, we are live.
Let's proceed.
So so that's basically that. And then from there, I was like, okay, cool. They did an interview. The agents first. I was like, let me speak to you guys. We spoke. They said, okay, cool. They introduced myself, blah, 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 the experience and all that. And then they said, okay, we got a company. Okay, we've got a position of open positions in these branches because it's the same company, but branches.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to choose because they gave me like 7 options across England. So I'm like, I'm going to choose the one next to London Bridge. London Bridge was the one that I was like, so that I can...
I saw like you also went there.
Yeah.
I think guys will also share your handles so that people can also see
Yes,
your life.
can follow me.
Abroad on TikTok.
Yes.
So you can see the videos in London.
Yeah.
I remember, and lucky enough, man, when we just landed, the Queen just passed.
Yes, man.
And you started like seeing the bridge has fallen or something. You know, like the things
so
that...
it was a sad day for us British people.
Look at you now. Look at you.
Yeah, I was there when the whole thing happened. So it was quite sad, honestly, to see the whole England go.
What was the experience like? And were really people really emotional or just
there was flags everywhere, and flags. They were just the whole country was kind of mourning. But I wasn't really invested on what they are doing per se, because I was still new as well. I was just walking around thinking, oh, what's going on here? But the whole country could feel the sense of grief. Like
it's like when Mandela passed on, all of us was like, yo, that.
Yeah. You can feel the country.
Just like we didn't have Ama flags.
Yes.
But
to try there,
in terms of culture, how's the culture?
Culture-wise,
it's able to adapt quickly. The
culture-wise, it's different from South Africa. It's I would say a white country. It's Europe.
Okay.
It's a lot of black people, white people. But now there's like over 200,000 black people, South Africans, not just Africans from other countries, but South Africans. I was glad when we went to this event where we were seeing Kelvin Momo and Mass Music. It was literally South Africans and a couple of Zimbabweans and Nigerians. Man, you will feel like, brother, my brother.
Shy piano and then dancing and stuff.
I can safely say with perhaps maybe Zimbabweans and Nigerians, maybe we have issues with them, maybe here, like the whole commotion with South Africans. But abroad, like...
it's like, you relate.
Man, I saw this guy, I'm like, man, we relate. It's like, bro, we're coming from Africa, bro, and we are here now, and we are brothers.
It's the same thing. Like if someone you don't talk with here in Witbank, then you can meet up in Cape Town.
Yes.
Obviously, you start talking because you feel like a sense of...
a sense of home. Like,
home, yes.
Mkaya, something like that. Yeah, so the culture is different. It is mostly, there's no like this culture of Mkruvu, like here. And also, people there, they are ahead in terms of technology. So everything, they are literally on their phones because literally everything you're looking for is on the phone.
It's on the phone, okay.
So unfortunately, you end up either you're on Twitter, scrolling, minimize, go check where your directions, check the bus, the train, check whatever on the phone. Whatever shop, you're going to check it on the phone. Everything. So you hardly talk to people.
Okay. Have you made friends so far?
Yes. Most of them, they fortunately, they're just my colleagues. I've got friendly colleagues, like really good people. One is from Mauritius. Is it Mauritius or Madagascar? But somewhere there.
Okay.
Yes. And then the others, most of them are from South Africa. Yeah. We've got like 6 South Africans where I work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
like you guys relate and
man. Like
in terms of food, do you get an opportunity to eat your normal food that we eat here in South Africa? It's like totally different thing.
It's different. That food that side is less salty and less sugar. And also it's hard to find aromat.
But they do sell sugar, right?
Yeah, sugar sugar is there.
I mean, like
they don't. I haven't seen jungle oats and Cremora and Ellis, whatever, this powder milk. They don't have it.
Oh,
Like, they powder.
Yeah, okay.
They use milk straight.
Okay.
And they're different. They don't have the 6-pack. You want to clover 6-pack.
Yeah, clove and stuff.
Yeah, there is 2 liter, like a proper bottle, like a 2 liter. And
Scoop, yes.
Yes, they sell that. Yeah. So in Pupu nayo, uthola Sainsbury. There's a shop called Sainsbury's. Uthola Magipi shop.
Okay.
There's no way you also find a meal. It's only rice and spaghetti and all these macaronis and stuff. It is different, honestly. And the beef, I taste to fanala.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
But it's beef.
Yeah, it's beef, but it's super clean. Like they clean it. It's like we keep another juice. Yeah,
Juice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
Like
yeah, super clean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But or white. Yeah. So kudla khona kunjalo nje and ku taste that, to be honest, it tastes different.
Okay.
My chips, they don't have Mazimba chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have
their own
Walkers, yes, and their own knickknacks.
The lays, but they still taste the same, right?
Yes. They're different in terms of the taste.
The taste.
Because it's less sugar.
Much like obvious, like every country has its laws in terms of your sugar and stuff.
So,
okay.
And then they don't have, I think, Romani creams. They've got their own cookies.
Okay, but like you have something that is like this, but it's not this.
Yeah.
Just a different brand.
Yes, it's just different brand. The oats, they use.
But the things that you eat there, now that you're in South Africa, do you get to see them on the shelves?
No, that's the thing.
Okay.
It's like, eat some more. There's no eat some more there. Yeah. Eat some more. The one written eat some more. Yeah. They're not there. Lemon creams, they're not there.
Okay.
So,
but there are those that looks like that.
Yeah, there are those like ngatim tubolo.
Oh.
I know that genuine.
So you guys eat this in the fake, but
yeah.
Okay. But in terms of cost of living, is it expensive? Is it affordable? I mean, does also make sense for you to go there? Like, did it financially and stuff? Did it make most change in your life currently? Do you still want to come back to South Africa?
Of course, I would want to come back, but not anytime soon. I'm still enjoying the place with its high-end lifestyle because it's quite expensive. Yeah, it is. What you call this? The property.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, because I've heard someone to say, okay, it's nice when you work in overseas because you're earning in pounds. But when you live there now, it becomes different.
Yes.
Like, for example, if you live in South Africa, you earn 19,000 rand a month. Ne? For example, obviously, you rent your car, let's say you rent, you pay 6,000. Then you buy food, you're testing car, like that. At least at some point, you want affordability and stuff like that because it's still within that range.
Yes.
But now, if you call pounds, then the money later you convert it to South African, then it's a lot of it's a lot of money. But if you use the money there,
it's different because it's pound for pound. Yeah, so it's exactly as you explained. It's only expensive that side.
Yeah.
But if you come this side, then all of a sudden things look a little bit cheap.
Relief, yeah.
Like I remember I paid this thing, I was buying the checkers or something like that. I bought something, it was like 70 rand, 71 rand. And I went on my bank because I used a British bank to swipe. I went on my statement to just check. Hey man, it's like 0.
Yeah. So that's actually like if you...
I'm like, oh, okay, I can come back.
Like
It's like you're always buying in special.
It's special. No?
Yes.
So like now, basically you say that you one day you like to come back to South Africa, meaning that like now you are saving as much and investing in pounds as much as you can so that when you come back this side, you are sorted for life.
Yeah.
Or like do you still like since we are there in pounds, are you investing back in South Africa every month and stuff like that so you can see growth or what's happening?
To be honest,
yeah.
I thought that was gonna be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how most of the people when they go, they think I get there, I get the pounds.
Yeah, I
then I just
pounds
from
every
first month I
save.
save. No.
Because of
You're gonna have to give yourself a year or two to settle down, to settle that side. It's expensive. And if you're gonna rush to save, you're gonna be stressed. So because at first I had to settle down, find a property to live in. Property was empty. Furniture doesn't come cheap.
Yeah.
The TV is about £500, £600. That's like 12,000, 13,000, something like that. The bed is about 15,000. The decent one, because hey, listen, if now is a thing about mentality about you're gonna try and save. Save cheap. You're gonna next year you're gonna be going for operation to fix your back, because the bed your back is very important. So those are the things people must take in mind. Buy quality. You save yourself health-wise.
So basically,
it's just a simple example.
So like now that you're at that side, you are saving. Okay, just when you buy quality, when one day when you leave, you're gonna sell. Then get the money, come back in pounds.
Nah, I ain't selling. I'm taking everything back here.
Also, is it affordable to
you
fly
can.
things?
Yeah, I can fly them in. Even the car.
So you bought the car there.
Yeah, even the car, you can. The first car is not harshly taxed when you bring it, the first one.
Okay.
If you bring your first, you export or import, whatever the term that you're going to use, because I'll be exporting and importing to South Africa. It's not taxed high like that. It's just a matter of admin. But the worry is because it's hybrid. There's certain types of fuel that you use on that car because it's hybrid. Some of them are full electric cars. But charging stations. That's the challenge.
I know only of one charging station.
You see now, you can't drive to Pretoria to go charge him on because we allow.
I know it's a Riverside Mall in Nelspruit.
Yeah, you see now. You see now, I haven't seen one unless they have to build yours in your own house, which is another bill that you don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's calling now? Yeah. So,
yeah,
you have to give yourself at least a year or two. Just give yourself. No saying spend the money rough or haphazardly. Yeah, but be patient with yourself. Don't try to be a superhero, which I have to show off. No, take your time, and then after that, after you build your life around London, and make sure, okay, let's say England or Ireland or wherever, or New Zealand or Australia, and then you can start. Once you say, this is what I spend every month here. Then you can start saving.
Okay. So now is about to wrap up. Is there anything that you want to share with us, the guy from the UK and stuff? Yeah. Remember, obviously, our podcasts about business and corporate. Just unfortunately, we did not have enough time. Maybe we can do a part 2 since we are around. To speak about business. I remember you started business after you did your master tech.
Yes.
Started business. I remember you were busy with spreadsheets, checking.
Hey man, those days.
Hustles,
That's a point I was
you we also started a company together and all stuff like that. So I think it's also good that we can look about State Guru. Then there was Coach or something that you registered.
Yeah,
I remember.
I had a couple of them. There's Rose, Rose Estate with my other friend who's passed away. Rest in peace. So I had a lot of
businesses and stuff. Yeah, yes. I think we still have because. I know we didn't have to go really in terms of personal stuff because I was to look in terms of your career.
Yes.
Now you've given us a brilliant highlight. And do you advise young people to go to overseas? Yeah.
I would say my parting shots now is that guys, especially I'll speak to those who are still students and those who are still single.
Okay.
If you are single or you watch all but you are be committed, that it's the right time to go and pursue any.
Because it's not easy, masonomtwana.
Yes, masonomtwana nomfazi. It becomes a little bit of a challenge because sometimes you might not take them with you.
And you don't live for yourself alone.
Yes, now you have to think every decision you make. You have to think, how is my son gonna feel? How is my wife gonna take it? So, you guys as you are single, wajola, I think you can deal with a long distance girlfriend, guys. Take your life serious. Push going overseas, even if it's for a year or two.
Yeah.
Just experience it. Then you can come back. But I'm saying, for betterment of South Africa, we need to experience Europe. I don't know about America. I'm not a big fan of America. And then other countries, whatever that you want to decide. But I would say Europe, Australia and New Zealand, Canada. Those are my top 4 or 5, whatever, countries to visit and to work at.
Okay.
So
is it expensive? Like now you are there in the US, want to come into not UK, want to visit you. Is it expensive? Way expensive from
UK, US.
Let's say no UK. Come to you in UK. For December.
It depends how you look at it. I think
Yeah.
living there, it has stretched my mind.
Okay.
Like without saying a lot of things, I would tell you at some point 20,000 to me it looked like a big figure.
Okay.
It's not anymore. To be honest with you, let me just say 20,000 is not. It's not a big deal. So if anything like costs 20,000 to me, it's like okay, it's affordable.
You can fly.
Yes, it's not. It's because I can tell you because I've been exposed to an expensive life where even your mind got used to it. You go, okay, this is the norm. You gotta be. This is the life. The figures has to start 20K upwards. Then but the flight tickets from here to UK, back and forth, depending on the season.
Okay.
January could be cheap, February cheap, maybe March. December is expensive. I tried last year to come back December. It was about almost 28,000, 30,000, somewhere there. The cheap ones, you had to connect 3 times, of which, for me, I have a passport to South Africa. It's strong in Africa, but not in Europe.
Okay.
Passport, when they say strong, it means you can go in multiple countries without having a visa per se.
Visa, okay.
You can just pass through. So my passport, it can connect few countries in Europe, but it cannot connect another. Let's say maybe from UK, from London to Switzerland. I can go there, but I cannot leave Switzerland to France.
Oh.
Because Switzerland to France, I need a visa. Why I'm going to France? So it's a long story. It can take another topic. You can watch YouTube and search visas and stuff like that. But I can tell you, it's 20,000. I'll just put a cap and say 20,000. If it's expensive, 21,000 a ticket. E-return, coming back, coming here and going back.
Going back. Okay. No, we'll save. Then come to you. Yeah.
Please, young people, take your life serious. Please go. You don't have to sit here and tolerate the current situations. If you need to go, especially if you're still single.
Okay. Yeah. No, thank you, Shabangu, for joining us. I think we have learned a lot, and I know you guys have a lot of takeaways with you, and also you are encouraged to look into exposure. I think first thing that he spoke about was exposure when he was still at the varsity in Phongolo.
Yes.
So he was watching SABC1 where he was exposed to shows,
SABC1.
Shows about varsity life, and he came in Witbank, his life changed, and he started from electrical, but then he ended up finding himself in mechanical. So it means that whatever course which you started with, don't limit yourself from there to say, I've done this. You can start from HR to find yourself in law. It's possible.
Anything, man.
You can be an advocate, you can be a doctor. As long as you're still alive, you can still study and pursue your dreams, pursue that corporate life, pursue that business. Because this podcast is all about that. We bring people who have walked the walk, who have experience. And imagine, we just brought you someone, we have to fly him all the way from the UK.
I came in for this, guys. Please.
Just for you guys to learn and know. Thank you, Shabangu, for joining us. I think before you go back, I think we'll have to come back and just speak about business now. We don't know if we are allowed as people in South Africa to do business in the UK.
True.
You've sent me some stuff. I look at them like, this guy wants to scam me now. But we're going to talk about it.
I'm there to guide you guys. 100 quid per consultation. So,
okay.
I don't play. I need to open an agency.
Agency, ne?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, it's an extra call, it's an extra money and
help people knowledge, teach people.
Okay.
Catch me in namings of YouTube channel on this.
Yes. Yeah. So I think also we'll link up to that channel. Okay. Thank you guys. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also do comment because we need your comments.
Yes.
The more you interact with us, the more we're gonna grow and the more we're gonna get traction in the internet. Thank you. See you next time.
Peace.
Till we meet again.
Yes, sir.
Sharp, sharp.